We have our cement fabric. It is pre-moistened. We have soaked this for 20 minutes in a big container. So what I'm going to do is unfold it nicely. Straight cement. This has no sand, nothing in it except for straight cement. My experience has shown me that 4 layers is the right number. 2, 3 is not enough. At the moment you do 4 layers of this cement fabric, it basically becomes hammer-proof. It's really hard to take a hammer even to it. I had a comment yesterday about freeze-thaw. What's really interesting with these fabric planters is they have no volume. And what I mean by that is they basically have such small surface areas that it makes it very hard for for frost to actually hang on to something or to grab onto something to blow it up, because we're so paper thin. One thing that is super important is to get a nice even coat of cement. You basically are getting rid of the fabric. You can't see the white anymore because you have so much cement on top. This does make it super strong. Yeah, we're finishing off the 3rd coat. We have no air bubbles. We have no areas that aren't covered with cement. By doing it like this, we're guaranteed that this planter most likely will last 20 years. This fabric laminated like this. I'm going to make a video with a wire in here. I have a plan what I'm going to do with that, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to glue in wire in between the layers of fabric. That should be very interesting. So make sure to subscribe and watch our tests. This is a lot of times we test things out to see how they work. So we got one more coat to put on. I'm going to start layering that on, and then we're going to start to bend this. We're going to start to make this into a planter. Okay, just going to get these edges cleaned up, and then we're ready to bend it. Okay, so we have the 4 fabrics laminated. We're going to put this pail underneath here. You would ask, why wouldn't you just basically layer piece by piece? It's a lot harder to layer 4 pieces of fabric than having them flat on the table and then dealing with them when you put them under the table. Here. ¿Agarras eso? Es pesadísimo. Okay, más atrás, más atrás, más atrás. Okay, now. Falta algo. Vienes aquí más, ya. Ahí. Okay. So we're going to make this look a little bit like a tree trunk. We'll cut this to shape afterwards. We're exaggerating these tree trunk runs here. Just because we're going to leave some of them, we're going to cut them to make them more believable. Ha ha ha. So by doing the 4 layers on the table, what happens is we get this really super strong. Yeah, anytime you put a powder onto wet cement, it makes it a little bit easier to paint it afterwards and for it to age differently. This is a tan color. I got a space there. Let me get some color in there. So for example, if I were to use a wood stain on this pigment would transfer that color a lot better. Okay, we're going to finish this up, let it dry for 1 or 2 days. We're going to demold it. Yeah, we've reshaped these bark lines here a little bit, so I'm going to come back and make sure that all my finger marks are gone. Just going to put a little bit more material that I don't want to see anything missing. Trying to get into the folds a little bit better. That's it. So all we have to do is wait maybe till tomorrow the same time, or maybe even a little bit longer to demold this. We'll cut it up, make it probably stain it, and then turn it into a tree trunk. So our tree trunk planter, this is 24 hours later. I've lifted this up once already, and the plastic pail that's inside here comes out quite easily. So I'm not going to pretend that it's coming out. So I'm going to lift this up, flip it over, and I'm going to peel this out. And look how nice that shape is. It's like really folded nicely, and there's a nice line here. So everything worked out great. So now we got to get this ready for planting and for decoration. So I'm going to paint this with tree bark colors. We're going to get this a little bit nicer. I'm going to cut this open. We're going to put a fern in here. We're going to bury some of this into the ground so that it looks like this actually is a tree trunk coming out of the ground. So it's going to look really good. So I'm going to cut this off to start. And then we're going to cut up a bit of these edges. So I want to really discuss this. What could I use? Paper thin, but you can't get at it. Like, it's not approachable. You can't get at that material because it has the 4-ply. I think a hammer or a bullet might not even go through this. That's how strong this material is because of the way it was applied in layers with the 4-ply. Lasts a lifetime, this product. Okay, I'm going to start decorating this. We're going to bury this in the ground. We're going to put a great big fern here that's going to come over the edges. We have to get some of this loose material off. Okay, we're going to start painting. Yeah, we have to disguise this cut a little bit. And I'm going to start working downwards. And like I said, we're going to put this in the ground, bury it, and plant it up, and hopefully it'll look like it's a semi-believable trunk. Here, it's really hard for me to find all the materials that I'd really like to have. So I'd like to wash this with a cement, concrete cement brown color. Laura, ¿me pones más agua aquí adentro? Vamos a hacer una mezcla más aguada, mucha agua. Okay. We're going to make this a little bit wetter so it goes in deeper. And I have a great big fern already for this. And the fern can go right into the ground because we have no bottom on this. So it's going to grow incredibly well being out of the ground and having access to the moisture in the ground. And the topsoil, it can go a lot deeper. What makes this unbelievable still is the fact that this is so yellow or ochre. It's such a strong color. We need to tone it down completely. And then the tree trunk will just pop, having that really light color disappear. Actually, it's very interesting. Wood stain really works well on this as well. If you stain the whole thing brown and then detail it with lighter colors, works incredibly well as well. So the real idea is just to neutralize this ochre color, get it down a little bit so it's not so yellow. And when you use this cement fabric, it has a real desire to absorb this paint. Looks beautiful. It's got the strength. The idea is to get it to fit right into the ground. Okay. Y ahora, Laura. We're going to plant this guy up. We found some really good soil. Blends in nicely. It's kind of the idea. Está bien. No mucho, algo. Tienes raíces afuera. Esos. Que quita algo de la tierra, de las raíces. Ahí sí.